We're going to draw a face now to show the proportions of a person's face, but not actually drawing anybody specifically. So what we want to start by doing is drawing an upside down egg shape. Yes, I'm going to just fix that part up. This line looks a little weird. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to draw a line that's going to split my head, or split the face straight down the center. And kind of even these out. Okay, now I'm going to cut the face in half. So I'm just going to draw a line straight across the middle, and then between the line I just drew and the bottom of the chin, I'm going to split that in half again. And then from here to the chin again, splitting that in half. Now what I like to do is start with what I call the cyclops eye, and you're going to draw just the almond shape in the center of your picture. Whereas if you look at a picture of a person and you measured the distance between their two eyes is actually the size of their eyes. So that's what we're doing the cyclops eye for, so that we can get a measurement on where the other eyes should be. So now I know these eyes have to go that big in order for them to be in correct proportion to each other. Then what I can do is add my tear duct. I can add my lid line. I can add in the pupil, I'm sorry, the iris, the pupil, the color part, eyelashes. And this is just for practice in the rough draft, so we're going a little faster. And now I can erase my cyclops eye because I don't need that part anymore. I want to try and even out the sides of the face so they're about the same. So I'm going to widen this one and bring this one in just a little bit. Okay, and now I'm ready to draw in my nose. So what I want to do is I want to draw little dashed lines that come straight down from the tear ducts. Almost looks like she's crying. But what we're going to do is we're going to show that if you measure the distance and you draw straight down here, it's going to come to the edges of the nostrils. Now when we draw in the nose, we want to use a Mickey Mouse kind of shape. So you're going to draw in just slightly underneath that line with a circle. And then Mickey Mouse ear, Mickey Mouse other ear, going all the way to those lines that fall from the eyes. If we connect these here, we can erase the top of Mickey Mouse's lines here. Now we have our nose. Now if we use these as kind of our guideline for where the shading's going to be, that's going to be what starts to make it more dimensional. Now it looks a little flat right now just because we haven't added all of the shading, but as you add the shading later, it will take more of a nose shape, but this is going to be kind of the underneath or the straight on look of the nose. What we want to now add is the mouth, so you're going to have the little lines that come down from underneath the nose like parentheses. Connect it with a U. Mouth lines are going to come just slightly farther than the nostrils, like so. Bottom lip is going to actually touch all the way down here. So we want the top lip like this. Bottom lip's going to be thicker. And I want this line to come down a little more. Okay, I'm going to add just a few little lip lines. And so, underneath in this area is going to be where the chin kind of indents in. And now you've got your face. Now it looks a little bit scary right now just because we haven't added all of the shading and things like that to actually make it look more dimensional. but you can't totally see her ear in this picture, but what you want to think about is from the corner of the eye to the bottom of your nose. Okay, this is how big the ear is going to be. So you already have it drawn in from here to here. You want to keep the ears nice and close to the side of the head, and they're going to appear to be a little bit big, but you want to keep them close to the head. If you make them way out like this, they're going to be like really unproportioned. So you don't want to do them that way. So you're going to keep your ears nice and close. Your eyebrows always are going to start, if you were to hold a pencil like this, they're going to start from the edge of your nose to the corner of your eye. They're going to start right above there. And then if you go from the corner of your nose to the outer corner of your eye, that's where they're going to stop. And you want to think that eyebrows are like hair, so you want to draw them in like hair. Not too thick. Okay, same thing here. It's going to start here and here. And you've got your eyebrows drawn in. You've got your ears drawn in. You're going to do your neck. Your neck is actually going to follow from behind the ears down the side of the face. And you're not going to have it be too long. Like so. And then we can add in hair. So the hair is going to start from here. And again, it's not going to come way up here. It's just going to go to the top of the head. And you're going to draw in can come okay, so now this would be your forehead if you wanted to give her some bangs. And then with all of the shading, you would have some cheeks that kind of were a little bit lighter here. So all of your shading would be done back here. Your nose would have shading that comes down like so. We're going to talk more about shading later, but for right now, a little bit along these edges. You have some shading coming down the side of the neck, and that's going to be, and then there's some shading up here also. And that's going to be your person in correct perspective. So you can name her or him or whatever and have some fun.